here. Today I am going to answer another question, and this question is, what size and what type of envelopes do I use to mail away my cards? Well, this size here, this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, these are very easy to mail away because they fit in a standard invitation envelope. And I pick mine up at Staples, and the size of this envelope is 4 3/8 by 5 3/4, or 11.1 centimeters by 14.6 centimeters, and they fit perfectly in this envelope. So these ones are very easy to mail away. And then this size here, like I had said before, I do 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 cards. I have made 6 by 6, but they are harder to find envelopes for. And I've had to make them, and I have made envelopes, but they're not my favorite thing to do. So when I first started mailing them away, I picked up these CD or DVD, and they're padded envelopes. And obviously there's lots of room in there, but I don't use these anymore unless I'm putting together a little rack, and then I can put extra stuff in there as well as the card. So I don't use these very much. But what I do is I alter envelopes, because like I said, I really don't care to make an envelope. It's a very special occasion if I make an envelope. So what I've been doing for the last 2 years or 3, however long I've been making cards for, is I alter these envelopes. And these also I pick up from my Staples. And these are 5 7/8 by 9 5/8, or 14.9 centimeters by 24.4 centimeters. And these ones are white. You can also get them in the craft color, but I prefer the white usually. And what I do is I take this part of the top, the flat part, and I will put it at 6 inches. And then I score my 6 inches at my 6-inch mark, and then I'll move it at about 7 1/4. Or what else I do is I'll just bring my score mark and I line it up against this part here of the cutter, and then I just cut that and save this part here, because this is good for envelopes in your mini albums, or I've cut them down and I've made tiny envelopes for inside of the cards if you want to put a gift card inside of there. So once we have that, we want to cut the back part off up to the score line. So we want to get in there and I want to cut up to the score line on either side of the envelope. And then we want to cut this back flap off. And we don't have to be like totally perfect, because you're not going to see this part. So we cut that off. And then what I like to do is I like to just make a little cut mark in, just so it looks a little bit nicer. And then I like to pre-fold on my score, and then we just tape that. And if your tape goes over, just kind of fold it over, because you don't want it to be sticky on the outside. And then you just put it down and you have your card, or your envelope, and your card fits so nicely in here. Even if you have some embellishments that are a little dimensional, it'll still fit nice in here. So that is how I alter my envelopes to fit my 5 1/2 by 5 1/2 inch cards. So thank you for watching. I hope I gave you some tips, and we will see you again. Bye now.